Okay, fam, welcome back. Well, I'm hoping to do some fun stuff today. Mainly, I want to start work on my final base. Now, all of this that you see has just been kind of starter stuff, and I'm getting ready to actually build my full base, which, is going to be plenty exciting. So I definitely want to do AE2 before I start doing the full base, but I set up a little disk here. That is where I want to set up my actual AE2, and you'll see why in a minute. So this is my disk. Now, first of all, I need to make this disk is kind of boring, so I'm going to make a Pentakis dodecahedron here, and I'm not sure what I'll make it out of. I can always change it later. But for now, it will just be probably stone bricks, and I'll come back. I'll bring you back once we have done that. Okay, so I spent some time working on exactly what I needed to do. And so I made a model and I made this schematic table as well as this schematic cannon. And I have this schematic. Now I also have a few different schematics here. I love saying it like that. Anyway, and the one that I need to do is this decadome combo. So click, and now this will start to upload from the files. Okay, that was it. It is now done. We've got the schematic for the decadome combo. Tossy boy in there. Oh, I need to position it. Okay, we are going to need to pop you down a little bit. Okay, it should now be level with what I want. I think that should be fine. Yeah. We should be fine. So the next step is, of course, I need to toss a book into this slot and checklist printer. I'm pretty sure it's just a book. Ooh, okay, never mind. It was just a book, but my schematic needs to be inside the cannon. So I need 47 and 38 stacks of polished deep slate and 97 plus 44 stacks of smooth stone. Now, these are all just temporary blocks. I could have chosen easier temporary blocks, but it's what I chose. Anyway, so we just need to gather up these blocks, and it should do the job that I need it to do. Okay, so I'm not sure if these drawers will work, but we should have enough of the smooth stone and enough of this polished deep slate for the whole process. Got our schematic, and I think all we have to do is press play. Boom. Okay, so we got the this boy over here built. I actually had to tear it down and build it again because I figured out that it was actually centered around 2 blocks instead of just this one here. So I cut it and I glued it all together, basically. And this is what we ended up with. We now have the base of our base. This is pretty much just where all of our storage is going to go for the meantime. And this is, I think, everything that we're going to need for a minute. Actually, we're going to also need molecular assembler and the ME pattern provider, that too. But this should be everything that we're going to need to get into AE2. So first of all, we're going to need a charger and an inscriber. So let's head over to our storage that remains over here. I've been slowly tearing everything apart here. I think once I get my AE2 set up, I can just set up a builder that will query out this entire thing. So we should be fine. So first things first, we need a charger and an inscriber. 8 is a lot, but it's probably about how many we're gonna need. So inscribers, like that. So this is a later on kind of thing, these two are, but we have 4 that we're going to need, and we're going to need a lot more of these printed silicon than anything else. Certus quartz dust, or we can just use quartz. So we can just use some of this Certus quartz essence that I've actually built up quite a lot of over here. Let's see. Yeah, that should be enough. Certus quartz dust. Oh. 1, 2, 3. 3 stacks. Boom, silicone. That's gonna take too long. Boom, okay. So 3 stacks of silicone. The other thing we're going to need is to find one of, I think this might be it. If this is skystone. Yes, this is skystone. There was another one closer. If this is skystone, that is skystone. Meteor. Okay, there it is. This should be just what the doctor ordered. I'm hoping. Except this is at Astra Skystone. Crap. Okay, never mind. We're gonna have to go find another one. Okay, this is exactly what we needed right here. So if we jump down into here, we can just vein mine this away. Mysterious cube. Oh. Okay. Yes, I guess. I thought I was supposed to get stuff out of that, but I guess with Silk Touch, I don't. So I'm just going to collect up some of the skystone just in case it becomes something we need in the future. That should be enough. And we can just do dash home. Okay, so am I supposed to just break this boy with my hands? Not with my hands, but with my lucky boy right here. That's more like it. Okay, so we need the silicon press to get silicone. So silicon press with silicone and a few of my solar panels. Let's just start with one. It should start to give me some of these printed silicon. Now we're also going to need printed engineering, printed logic, and printed calculation circuit. That each one of these just has their own inscriber logic press. So we just toss diamonds, quartz, and gold in these other ones. Okay, so we got enough for an entire stack of each of these processors, I guess. Right, yes. So it's your main processor, redstone, and printed silicone. So main, redstone, silicone. Main, redstone, silicone, and that should give me a stack of everything. I also made some Flux seeds because I need them for this ME controller and these Flux cables. And it should be producing quite a lot. Yep, already overstack. Okay, so I think I've collected everything that we're going to need to get all of this stuff. So first we're going to need this controller. And then we're going to need a disk drive. And a crafting screen, which we have this. We need a illuminated panel, which takes redstone and quartz glass. I guess I missed a few things. So, neat. Like this, and then boop-a-da-boo. Boom. The illuminated panel. So, oh, we also need a some of these, and so does quartz. And now we should be able to make everything. This is our ME terminal, ME crafting terminal. So we have this boy, and this boy. Let's fly over to our base area here. Pop E here, you here. Actually, no. You can go here. And actually have some better cable already prepared. Just like that. Now the only problem is power. And we also need some of these storage cells, which we can do. I'll just do those really quickly. Okay, so it's been about a month probably between this episode or this clip and the last one, but I have not been idle, as you can see. I may or may not have torn out almost all of my island here. That's just like a little pyramid thing. But I do have lots of work to do. So first off, we can worry about it later. So I've been over here slowly working on getting as much of these discs as I can get. And those discs would be these 65 million ME storage components, which I need to craft a total of 10, or I only need like 8 more because I already have these 2 here. So I also set up this little system that would quickly unload my backpack because I've been needing to do a lot of that with the amount of like redstone and these things and those things. Like this is hundreds of thousands of items, or maybe even close to like 1 million items at this point that is in my storage. So we have to wait for that to put in. And then I also, because I kind of needed to pull all my items in here. So all my items that were over here are now on my island, which is pretty convenient. Since we're here, and I can craft 8 of these, and they are starting now. So if we take a look at here, it's going to take over an hour, which is just another thing on the pile. Like clearing all this out probably took like 5 or 6 hours. I mean, this whole process has probably been like 30 hours in the making, which I definitely could have gotten the whole video out at this point, but we're just kind of in the starting stages of this one. So since I kind of already did like a lot of the most important things, like getting this thing set up, I would like to do something kind of fun and make these beads for power. Now these are more expensive than I thought. Like you look here and you're like, oh, it's just energized steel, but it's compressed. So I would need 36 blocks, or 81 times 4, which is 324. 324 of each. Now, to power all of this, I've just been using a thermo generator, Spirited, which I stole from MrTookenit, so thank him for that. And it's just been generating, 13,000 FE per tick. And that's enough to power everything in my little base here. And I'm going to keep working on this off camera, just as things go along, until I'm ready to actually start, like working on all this stuff that's going to be out here. Okay, anyway, so while we wait for this boy to finish up, which is going to take quite a lot of time, I think we should get a actual power thing set up. Now, I do have a little bit. Like I said, I stole it from Took. So, thank him twice. So if we look at power, this is everything that I have, which 13,000 RF per tick isn't a ton, but it should be enough to get started and start getting the seeds that I need. So I'm going to start with these energized steel. Okay, so that's all of the energized steel that we're going to need, and we have to repeat the process with the blazing, the Niotic, and the spirited. And just like that, we now have energized steel and blazing. So now we just need Niotic, which is just blocks of diamond with many million FE. Okay, so a little bit of goodies happened off camera, right? Or like just barely, like 5 minutes ago. I totally blanked on recording it. You know, YouTube Pro right here. Anyway, so I did a little prank on Relatable, right? So Relatable currently lives in the Beyond, which is basically the void, like what you see in the skyblock, right? So, but I thought it'd be hilarious if I made him teleport out to the middle of the Beyond and made him bridge all the way back with a cobblestone. So basically like a, you know, skyblock. Fun stuff. So he spent like 2 hours doing that, just kind of bridging back. It was like 500 blocks, give or take. But yeah, and for his troubles, I allowed him the use of one gift, right? So he got to choose between bee stuff, so like Insignium Bee, Crystalline Bee, Skulk Bee, Awakened Bee, and some upgrades, some Aldemodium, Unobtainium with the furnaces, and Vibranium, as well as what was in this chest. All are up to the Energized Steel, the Blazing Crystal, and the Niotic seeds, as well as Aldemodium, Vibranium, and whichever else, the Unobtainium seeds. So yeah, he got to do that, and he recently just came and picked up his package, got to choose one of these, and of course he chose this one. So yeah. Good job, Relatable. The Spirited Crystal Seeds. We actually gave away our other ones to Relatable, so we're doing this all again. Okay, and that completes the set. So we got our Nitro Seeds, which was actually really easy. I just left this running overnight, and all I did was set up an auto craft using a pattern provider, energizing orb, and an ME import bus set to Nitro Crystal from Power. Not bad. Okay, so back on track, right? So we got, excuse me, we got, I realized that there were these discs from AE2 things that don't have restrictions on the item types, right? I think. I could be totally wrong. So, something interesting happened. I actually totally broke the server because, so in my original island, I was set up like, you know, right here. And to light up my island, I was using Ars mage lights, as well as, after clearing out, there's a bunch of flowing water, which really takes up a lot of space on the server. So I may have like totally tanked the performance. So I need to really quickly pull out all this water. Initially, I was attempting to use lily pads, but they don't like to work on flowing water. So I'm deciding to make these balloons from immersive engineering. Okay, so a bit of time later, and we now got our Casoid oil, which is 15 buckets. We should only need like 2, maybe 3. I'll go 3, as long as I can find them. Okay, so take that. Take... Oh, no, that. Well, okay, my game crashed. Not really crashed, but it doesn't like me crafting with wood, apparently, in this integrated dynamic storage. So I get to craft everything myself. So we just need to grab wood. That'll do. Okay, and then I should have everything that I need to craft myself some balloons. Four balloons should be enough. 4 balloons plus 47 sponges and a magnet. And I can remove all of this water. Okay, so we have everything put into drawers, and all the other drawers have just been put into their respective section, I think. Or maybe I put B stuff in here. But that's fine. I'll figure that out later. But this is everything with stack sizes over like 1,000. I mean, I do have like 67 million bytes or whatever. And I still have more of those if I can remember. There's 2 more, and I have more somewhere. So let's take everything from this storage, now that everything is figured out, and put it into this storage. Now, I'm pretty sure that the easiest way to get everything from there into here would be just a import bus, which this is a export bus, I believe. I should have a BUS, or maybe I don't. Import bus. So if we toss a import bus here, and then we can just do the piping with whatever my cable went. Okay, I think we're just ready to be finished up with the episode. Goodbye.